about the spread of sexually transmitted diseases. In the span of 2 years, a startling jump in the number of cases that reach into the millions. And health officials are calling San Diego a hot spot. Fox 5's Brian Flores is in our newsroom now with the numbers and the possible reasons why there is a spike. Brian.
Yeah, Kathleen, local health officials are calling San Diego a hot spot for sexually transmitted diseases like chlamydia and syphilis. And if you are a woman aged 15 to 24, you should be particularly concerned tonight. 1 in 4 girls have an STD. The CDC says cases of syphilis and chlamydia are on the rise with females aged 15 to 24, and it's hitting them pretty hard.
We're very concerned. Every year there are about 15 million new cases of sexually transmitted infections reported in the United States.
The CDC report says nationally, chlamydia, a symptomless infection that can lead to infertility, rose by more than 100,000 cases. There are now more than 1.2 million people with it. And syphilis, a disease which some considered on the verge of being eliminated, also increased in the amount of reported cases. There are now more than 13,000 people with it. According to Planned Parenthood, locally, the numbers are concerning, but not surprising. They say the CDC has even recognized the county as one of the hot spots for syphilis and chlamydia.
The reported rates of infection in San Diego County are among the highest in the nation.
In the county, the amount of chlamydia cases increased from 2007. There are now more than 14,000 reported cases. The amount of syphilis cases leveled off with just a little over 344 reported cases, but the amount of gonorrhea cases dropped with just a little over 2,000 cases.
And the sad thing is these are all preventable. So when we see numbers like that, especially in such a young group of females, it's very alarming.
Marge Kleinsmith is the San Diego Unified School District's sex educator. She talks with 6th, 8th, and high school kids about the importance of using condoms and other contraceptives. She says while nationally the statistics are alarming, here in San Diego, it's gotten better.
The number of students that are having sex has gone down considerably, and we're down to about 38% from a high of 52% in the early 90s.
And we didn't even talk about herpes and HIV. According to that same CDC report, there are 1.5 million new cases of genital herpes reported, as well as 56,000 new cases of HIV last year. Kathleen?
And Brian, when you throw a lot of numbers at people, it can really get confusing. What is the bottom line for San Diego?
Yeah, you're right, Kathleen. The numbers can be very confusing. And of course, the numbers nationwide are high, and they're high here in San Diego, but local health officials have done everything they can to kind of curtail that number. I think the overall message, and local health officials would agree, is that people need to get tested. And if you have multiple sexual partners, you need to get tested often.
Okay, Brian Flores.